Greetings and welcome back, Dapplings, to the town of Long Island, where our botanists, biologists, damn it, I keep saying it. Our biologists are working on medicinal plants. Oh my lord. Let's actually have a look at what this place looks like from the inside, shall we? Ah, look at that. Quite pretty. That's right, you just carry on working. It really doesn't seem like this many plants should be able to sustain a colony of this size. At all. I mean, not even remotely. Oh well. Alright, how are we doing in here? We need more ore. We need our workers to be working on it. Thank you. Thank you. There we go. Got more starch being hauled off. Don't really need the bioplastic so much right now. What we do need is the ore. So hopefully someone is working. No, not quite. Have we got 2 workers? No, we do. I'm not sure why they aren't doing their work then. Just need a little bit more and we'll be able to make our own medical supplies. At that point, we'll almost be self-sufficient. The last thing we'll need then is the ability to make spares. We've still got a fair few though. We've still got 10. With only 2 things that actually require spares, it's not too bad. We've got a little while to go. Need 1 more metal. It's going to be a little while though, because my worker isn't in the mine. It's working on producing bioplastic. But that has now been produced, so I think our worker should... No, it's not going to the mine. Never mind, the ore is being produced. It should be delivered shortly. Looks like we're out of meals. Got a basic meal there. We've got 2 stacks of onions. Got more onions, tomatoes. Lots more actually. Okay, so there we are. We've got some more basics. More basic tomatoes and onions. Okay, well, it's not terribly bad, I suppose. We need to get the meat soon, though. Meat will be very good. Ah, that's our first spares being used up. That's a bit of a shame. Okay. We've got the ore loaded. I just need that delivered now, and then we can build first a medicine manufacture. So that'll use bioplastic and herbs. It isn't just herbs, it is also bioplastics. You do need a functioning biodome producing starch to be able to make med kits indefinitely. And you also need a manufactory where you can turn the starch into plastic as well. But power wise, doing good. Water wise, fine, absolutely fine for the time being. Oxygen, much more than we require, so it shouldn't be too long. How are people doing for sleep? Not all of the beds are occupied. I don't see anyone walking around in a kind of a bit of a stupor, so I'm going to guesstimate that we're doing all right. Second spares used up. Ooh, that's a bit worrying. Okay. Once this is done, I am going to prioritize first one of the benches to make medical supplies. Then, following that, the next thing that I'm going to make it a priority to get will be a landing pad. So if any of these things in here require metal, at least as far as the actual medical lab goes, then I'll build that first. But then 4 is going to be earmarked for a landing pad so we can get some colonists in. Oh really? You're just walking away? You scoundrel, you. Where's your dedication to the job? Disgraceful. Okay, well we've got plenty of bioplastic being made. Very happy with that. And immediately working on some metal. Very happy with this also. Let's go ahead then and start production of the landing pad. It'll just be a single landing pad just out here for the time being. We don't need to worry about security. Our prestige is not nearly high enough for that to be an issue. Right, just 1 bioplastic here. Let's get that down. Then 1 tissue synthesizer. We'll build that on the other side. Then I want this room prioritized. There we go. Especially this. Okay, so we've now got an unending supply of medkits. We do not have an unending supply of medics, however. We are going to need to get that sorted before too long. So now it's just going to come down to a wait for 3 more metal to be able to get our landing pad done. And then we're going to be close. At that stage, all that remains is to build the facilities to make spares, and we're good. We have, at that point, a self-sufficient colony, completely self-sufficient, and it'll have the means to recover from disasters. I'll allow it to be space chicken. No, who am I kidding? I want it to be space pigs. Now we're down to 4 medkits. Got plenty of vegetables. Lots and lots of vegetables. We shouldn't have an issue with that. I would actually not mind getting a new meal maker in here as it happens. Let's get another meal maker. I'll wait for that to be built before I build anything else because I want the first starch to be used immediately to make the bioplastic for the meal maker. But there we go. At this stage, we should be good. I don't believe our water grid is going to be significantly affected by that, so we should be alright. I could build a second one, I suppose. I'll wait for this to be built first so that we can actually start taking the food that we've currently got just in stock and get it into a meal maker. Let's also have a look at the meals that we've got. Some pasta, that's good to see, very good to see. I think we'll probably be upgrading that shortly. I imagine we'll have... I imagine we've got plenty of O2. It's actually starting to get a little bit thin over here, though. How about down there? No, there's plenty over there. Okay, I'll bear that in mind. Okay, new meal maker has been constructed. We'll probably see a lot of food being hauled in there. That's always good to see. We are waiting on some more ore. We've got 1 outside. And still waiting on 3 metal to be delivered. There we go. What kind of meals we got? Basics, pastas. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm fairly happy with that. We are now... Oh, we've got meat moving in. If we've got wheat and meat, and I believe tomato, it makes a burger. I believe. Could be completely making that up, though. It looks like they're just happy to load these up with vegetables at the moment anyway. So it may be a little while before we can find out. There we go. Right, at this stage then... Oh, really? That's frustrating because I can make medicine now, so I want to actually limit the amount that I'm making. I hadn't really thought of that. Okay. Right, well, it looks like right now we're just waiting. And we are hemorrhaging spares while we wait. So hopefully we don't have to wait too long. Right, 2 ores. The last ore that we get in here is all that we need to get this up and running. And then we can correct the issue of only having 1 medic in the base. That is the biggest thing that I feel that we need to fix now to feel secure with this base. Obviously having a couple more engineers, a couple more workers, right now having quite a lot more workers actually would be a big thing for us. But let's see, we're not overusing the bed, so that's fine. People are still sleeping in shifts effectively, so it's all okay. We've got some bioplastic being made, that'll be turned into a new medkit shortly. And we've got some more metal being manufactured. Fantastic. They'll probably work through all of that pretty quickly. It looks like my worker may be off to get some food. That is doing well. Oop. That was remarkably close. Don't like that at all. Our power is being drained fantastically fast, though. How close are we to daytime? Oh, we're very close to daytime. The solar power plant will kick back in. The solar panels will start drawing in power soon. Okay, medic wanted in the lab. And we only need 1 more piece of metal. Unfortunately, we no longer have any ore. So it is going to come down to waiting for that to be mined and then delivered. Thankfully, both of my workers are working in there because they have literally nothing else to work on right now. So that's not too bad. Okay, how are we doing here? There we go. Starting to store back up. We do need another battery, though. Once I've got spares production taken care of, the batteries are going to be the next most important thing for me to start stockpiling. I'm going to have quite a few this time. I will take the advice that was offered to me in the comments on the previous colony and commit it to heart, or memory rather. Oh, no, we're out of power. Drat. Don't want the biodeck to lose power. And we need this finished, or we are going to be in a bit of a rough state. Come on. We need that power right now, because we're almost out of the night. This is a bit rough. I may shut this down to preserve power shortly as nighttime hits, because we've not stocked enough power. Not even remotely enough. Okay, we're closing this one down. Disabling this structure. We need this. Disabling this structure as well to try and preserve power. Ah, damn it. Wasn't good enough. Now we are at the mercy of wind. If the wind picks up enough and stays up, we'll be alright. Important systems are being kept on, but... oh, it's only just. O2 is being kept live. But that's pretty much all that's being kept up. And with power off in here, these things are going to start losing progress soon. We're so close to getting that finished. Okay, let's have a quick look. Nope, it's going to be up and down, up and down. Well, at least the O2 isn't going to start going down. At least not if we don't have a long period where the windmill is completely silent. Oh, this is rough. Clearly need the extra batteries. How much does it cost to get a large one of those? 4. No, we'd be in the same situation, then it'd be another wait all over again. This is quite nasty, but daytime is just about arrived, and oh yeah, of course, wind starts picking up a little bit then. There we go. Power is online. Wind is picking up massively, and power is charging. There we are. Thank goodness. Right, you can turn back on again. So can you. Sorry, everyone. They're all desperate to have a sleep now. None of them could sleep, so all of this time whilst we've actually got power is being wasted. Rough times. Well, you know what? Whilst that's the case, shutting down these rooms. I'll allow that power to build up faster. Also, shutting down the mine, maybe? Who's up? Got an engineer. Got a medic. Got a worker. There we are. Okay, worker is up and running. Turn that back on, but I'm shutting down the mine for now. Don't need that manned. I do need my botanist to start taking care of that again, though. Wow. Okay. Well, hopefully my workers can finish work on... oh, no, you picked the wrong one, you derp. There we go. That's what I need to happen. So you can all just kind of chill out for now. Hoping that our power situation... we're almost at night again. Though wind has picked up very nicely. Very nice. It's slowing down again though. Oh, humanity. We've got 1 metal, so we can possibly get all of this work now. Maybe. Right, for now, I would like this shut down. We need to try and conserve this power for as long as we can. Especially with people outside. There we go. And we have colonists. Or should do soon. Okay, well, given that, the main thing I want right now is medics. Did we just get a biologist, really? I didn't adjust it in time. How frustrating that was. Okay, well, let's just keep driving this up until we've got only medics showing up. Expansion reached! Huzzah! So whether we can make good on this or not is the question. Well, at least we have got an extra biologist, so... And we are actually storing power as well at the moment. Okay, right, well, you know what? Well, we're going to wait for the night to finish first. But this is going back online because it doesn't use much power. I want that extra meat. And this is going back online as well. Again, doesn't use much power, so there's no real point in not having it active. Right, we've got more than enough power coming in at this point, so we can turn everything back on. There we go. Right, how are we doing for meals? We should actually be fine for meals, on the whole. At this stage, should have a couple of medics. 2 medics, fantastic! Okay, let's turn that off for now. Oh, actually, no, we do need it on, but... Drop all of this down. I only want about 10% of my colony to be medics. Then I want... Damn it. 20% to be engineers. 25 maybe. 10%. There we go. That should be a good spread. In fact, I'll drop that down one more as well. I think that'll be a good spread of colonists for the time being. I'm not entirely sure that we have the colonists to support this, so let's just see. We've got 11 colonists right now. You know what? I am actually going to shut down immigration for the time being, but I will allow for trading. How are we doing for metal? Got 1 metal at the moment. I want to have much more. So another power collector about there. It's going to take a while to get that set up, but it's going to be important to get it done. Alright. We are starting to recover, I feel. I'll get this done before we get the next expansion over here, which will be the factory, even though it's going to take less to do. Possibly somewhere around there. I imagine something like that. But it does come down to getting all of the ore in here converted into metal quickly. Because we need another 4 there. Once I've got all of that, the good days will carry us through for a bit longer. And I'm not going to have to panic so much about micromanaging our output of power. Or rather, our consumption of power. More to the point. Power storage is low. That is true. There we go. What have you got to trade? Ooh, I could already buy the drill bot pin. 60% commission, mind you. It's not really something I want. You do have metal, though. Grab 2 metal. That would immediately sort that problem out. Grab 3, and it would do even more. We are producing our own med kits now, so... think that... well, no, I don't quite want to do that, actually. We'll pull it all the way down. We'll just take the metal for now for 3 med kits. Make the trade. Should be a very easy trade to make. We can just carry the med kit straight out there. Then we're good. Power is critical. This is true. There we go. Let's carry that metal over there. Get power up even further. And then immediately start work on the expanded rooms. There we go. Fantastic. Right, there we are. Now all of those resources are there, so we can go ahead and build the factory about there, I think. Right there. Perfect. Just need that fixed, and I think we'll be in a position to move forward. Already got some metal on its way. It is going to take, unfortunately, 3 metal, 3 bioplastics. We've already got some of the bioplastics, so we only need 2 more. So on days when we've got a decent amount of power coming in, we will actually start stockpiling it in 2 batteries. We've kind of needed that for a little while, but there were lots of things that I did need to work on. I feel that I'm doing okay with prioritizing the types of buildings. Some mistakes here or there, but no particularly large glaring ones. I'm always trying to work towards my future goals rather than my immediate sort of reactive needs in the colony, which I'm trying desperately to improve on from the last one. We are constantly on the edge of our ability to produce food, though, and that is a bit of a problem. Perhaps more meat would be a good move. But we do not have particularly fast starch production right now, and that is causing us a bit of issue. In fact, so much so, I would like to take this away and immediately build rice there. Something moderately fast. We need more starch coming in, really. Unfortunately, that's already kind of been kidnapped. We'll just have to see where that goes. I'm not... Well... I can always replace that. So I'm just going to take that away, let the starch be pulled back in. It should be fine. What have you got? Oh, wow. Okay. You've got a fair few things that I wouldn't mind taking off your hands. Only 45% commission here. But... Oh wow, those are worth 10? I accept. Yeah, go for the trade. Just got rid of those plants, but I will be rebuilding them soon. Just as soon as I have the ability to make spares. There we go. Right, if we can get some bioplastics stocked up, then I'll hook this up with a connection. At that point, I'm going to replace, once I've built up enough of a stock, I'll replace the biodome with a second level. Now, hopefully that can keep the airlock running. Oh, never mind. We just made it through the night, and our power is coming back from the sun now. Barely, but we need the wind to pick up a little bit for that. Need one more metal and we should be okay. Honestly, let's shut this down for now. And leave that online. We don't need the bed bay until someone's actually wounded, so... There we go. Should be doing okay with... Oh, water should be fine, yeah. We should be doing okay with everything else for the time being. Just need two more metal and we'll be alright. I could shut this down in order to get more power elsewhere. In fact, yes, let's turn that off. It's using a fair old bit of power there. We no longer need it active because we've got enough raw ore now to get everything we need done. We are right on the edge of not having enough space. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. Hopefully we can get everything out there in time. No! Damn you, bot! Thankfully, we've not got any sandstorms. Unfortunately, there is, you know, still a reasonable chance of there being a solar flare. So we're by no means out of the woods. As long as this wind holds, then we'll be okay for through this night. If we had 2 of these, then it would be grand, but alas. Right, well, on that note, I'm going to wrap up this episode. It seems that the town of Long Island is coming along nicely. I mean, it's coming along slowly. Oh my goodness. Thank goodness no one was in there. But it has just disconnected 2 sections of the base. Ye gads. Let's actually have a quick look at what you offer. Nothing that I particularly want. Okay, you are repairing it. You just needed to get it. Okay, I thought I might have needed some sort of material to do that, but it doesn't look like we do. Yikes, that could have gone badly. And, yeah, it might still go badly. We'll see. But that is the end of this episode. I hope you've liked it and are enjoying this second season. But until the next, and as always, do take care.